Good afternoon, everybody, or morning, I guess, whatever time you're listening to this. How's everybody doing today? Welcome to episode 2 of Let's Talk Banter. This is Jacob here.
Alec.
And Dale.
And Dale. All right, let's start off today. We are going to talk about something that is so passionate in Alec's heart. Alec, is that the cheese meta I'm talking about?
Okay, so, we were talking about this, what is the absolute best cheese? So, I think it's got to be, it's pepper jack, sharp cheddar, and, probably something random, right? There's probably a cheese that is, too rich that we can't even fathom it in our little pea brains. That's just, the best cheese.
There's a lot of cheese that you've never
There's,
experienced.
so much cheese. But, what is the best cheese and when?
Dale, as the residential cook here, what is the best cheese?
My personal favorite cheese is smoked Gouda.
Ooh.
Smoked Gouda's pre-Gouda.
No.
I've had it before. It was really good. My mom goes to this cheese factory thing. I don't know. It's not in Wisconsin, so I'm not sure. The Osceola cheese place.
Can't believe that was right. I just pulled that out.
She brings a lot of cheese home. It's pretty good. She's also very passionate about cheese, where we learn our cheese heritage, if you will.
I'm going to say that, without a doubt, the best cheeses are the Pepper family. Or, no, sorry, the Jack family. You got Pepper Jack, and you got Colby Jack. That's all you need in the world.
What about Monterey Jack?
No, we don't talk about Monterey Jack here.
Is he he's the
That's the
divorced
black
cousin?
sheep. Yeah, that's the black sheep of the family. We don't talk about Monterey Jack.
Oh,
Just Colby and Pepper.
But I agree. I think Pepper Jack is the bomb. I'll put Pepper Jack on any casual sandwich. Yeah. If I were to have a burger, I'd probably go to Pepper Jack, or cheddar. But I know a lot of, or American. But I know a lot of people go to provolone. I don't understand.
Back in the day, my family used to get only provolone, and that was just what cheese was to me.
That's such a sad story.
I mean,
wet
we're talking
cheese.
elementary
No,
school
wet cheese is
level.
freaking gross.
I mean, what if you have condiments on your sandwich and
Dry
they get on
that
your
shit
cheese?
off.
No, you can't dry off a condiment.
If a condiment is on your cheese, it is not wet. It is just spiced.
It's wet.
No, it's not wet.
What?
It's wet.
It's not the same.
You have
What about
moisture
melted provolone?
coming from the condiment onto the cheese. What was that?
What about melted provolone?
Melted does not make it. Okay, so here's my theory, right? When I get a sub sandwich, I'm trying to get if I'm getting a melted sandwich, a toasted sandwich, Pepper Jack 100%, right? But if I'm getting a dry sandwich, I'm getting provolone 100% of the time. I don't know what it is, but something about melted Pepper Jack is the shit.
Well, this is gonna be very, very controversial. I don't enjoy toasted sandwiches. I go to Subway, some places like that. They say, "Would you like it toasted?" I say, "No, thank you."
No, but sometimes you gotta have a hot meal.
No, I enjoy a cold sandwich. I do enjoy a cold sandwich, even if I get a meatball sub. That's something that everybody's like, "We have to get that toasted."
You don't get a meatball sub toasted?
I don't. I get Italian bread. I get the meatballs. I get shredded Monterey cheddar. Talking about the devil child. But I get that. And then, this is where people really hate me when I get it. I get pickles, and I get lettuce, and I get mayo on my meatball sub.
It's disgusting.
It's
actually not that bad. I've had it before.
It's really good. Yeah, you tried some of mine sometime, didn't you?
Yeah, the mayonnaise, it was a bit much. I don't like mayonnaise.
I get extra mayonnaise on every sandwich.
Yeah, I don't like mayonnaise either, but I will toast the bread for my own PB&Js.
Okay, when we used to go to the cafeteria freshman year, I used to get a toasted PB&J, and it would totally fuck up their panini press every time because the peanut butter would melt out onto the thing.
Ew.
And every time they'd be pissed, but the sandwich was so
Why
good.
didn't you just toast your bread and then make the sandwich?
Well, because
Because you're an asshole.
melted peanut butter is so good.
Everything about toasted peanut butter and jelly sounds disgusting.
Oh, sorry. So that's because it wasn't jelly. It was honey.
Oh.
It was peanut
Okay,
butter
I
and
can
honey.
understand
Oh my
that.
god,
I can't
you're
get along
such an
with.
asshole.
I
hot
can't get
jellies,
along with
yeah.
warm jelly.
Warm jelly's pretty gross. It's like warm lettuce. Like if you're eating a salad.
Yeah, that's why I don't get my sandwiches toasted.
Well, you toast it before they put the lettuce on.
But it's still warm then, because it touches
No,
all the
we're
warm
gonna come. We're gonna
ingredients.
come back around to this. I hope you know.
About back to my meatball sandwich thing.
Yeah, the fact this is like no. You know what? We don't go around back to this. We're gonna fucking. I'm gonna bring this up right now. This is some bullshit. That is some bullshit that you're not getting your meatball sub toasted.
What's wrong about it?
Well, cause like, what the cheese is just like there. It's not melting.
The meatballs are constantly somewhat warm, so the somewhat warm melts the cheese, but not to the point where it's like stringy and sticky.
Well, like what if it's an off day?
If it's an off day, you deal with the
And
consequences.
The meatballs are cold.
Every time I walk into that store, I take a little bit of courage with me in knowing that maybe or maybe
Oh
not my
my
cheese will
God.
get melted that day.
This is too extreme right now for me.
I have to go in with the fact, and I come out of there a warrior.
Okay, whatever. Just because you're eating a cold sandwich doesn't make you a warrior. What kind of Subway sandwich do you get, Dale?
I just don't go to Subway.
Why not?
You mean you don't go to Subway?
I mean, I could easily count the amount of times I've been to Subway on one hand.
Where do you go? Do you go somewhere else
You
instead?
go like Planet Sub?
No, I don't really
Good
eat out a
sense.
lot. So,
Okay, but like, do you make your own like Subway sandwiches at home? Like sub sandwiches?
no. Just
What?
regular sandwiches.
What's wrong? Like, do you just not like sub sandwiches?
No, I just don't make them. We don't have, like, sub bread ever in the house.
Okay, this is like almost too much for me right
That's
now.
like
that
a
you
little
don't eat-
saddening.
Yeah, I feel for you, dude.
Really, you know,
Sub sandwiches are the shit.
PB&Js
Yeah, there's something magical
or
about a nice sub.
ham and cheeses, you know.
Ham and cheese, that's so boring.
Not with mayonnaise.
Oh
That's
god,
gross.
like my
I
dad
don't
to
understand
put
the appeal of
mayonnaise
mayonnaise.
on.
I love mayonnaise.
a barbecue sandwich. That was disgusting.
Ooh, barbecue sounds
What
good.
do you mean that's disgusting?
Mayonnaise.
Where'd you get the barbecue
no,
from?
No, mayonnaise on a barbecue sandwich.
Oh,
Oh, no, don't even get me started
okay.
by
people,
saying something like
people
that.
do that shit.
Okay, I do that shit. I make a ham and cheese and I put barbecue sauce and mayonnaise on it sometimes.
What the
and
fuck
it's
is
really
wrong with
good.
No, I'm
you?
talking about like pulled pork sandwich.
In burgers.
like pulled pork.
burgers I do it. Pulled pork sandwiches I do it.
Dude, what is your problem?
It's really good. There's something about the tanginess of most mayonnaise and then the sweetness
It's
of the
not-
barbecues that I
It's
get,
not
and they
tangy.
mix together.
It's just this nasty, like it's just like a thick cream.
It is tangy.
Oh
I
my
definitely
God.
say it's
It's
tangy.
totally like salty.
Salty?
Am I just getting shitty mayonnaise?
You're just getting really bad
I'm
mayonnaise.
getting like Miracle Whip or something.
Ew, no. Okay, to anyone that's listening, please do yourself a favor and never buy off-brand mayonnaise. I'm fine with off-brand items, but mayonnaise is something I don't mess around with.
I think off-brand condiments in general.
That's very fair.
like I'll get down with like some like bootleg mustard.
Yeah.
But like anything else is like not cool with me.
I think Heinz and Kraft, didn't they like merge? So now they just like own the market on condiments.
Did they merge?
I think they-
was there
I
a,
think
was there a
they did.
Heinz Kraft merger I didn't get behind?
I think so.
Dude, I'm just where am I sending my money? Not like I buy mustard that much anymore.
I don't really... See, I don't like mustard and I don't like honey, but I like honey mustard. Someone explain that
They're
one
not,
to
they're
me.
not the same. That's why. They're totally not the same.
Well,
It's not like honey mustard is just like honey in mustard. Honey mustard is more akin to like a ketchup. It's like the ketchup version of mustard.
you actually just blew my mind a little bit.
Yeah,
I thought that they
right?
were a mixture of honey and
No,
mustard.
they're not. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe maybe I'm just talking.
Dale, do you know what
out
honey
my ass.
mustard is?
It's honey mustard and mayonnaise, I think. Depending on how you make
Did you
it.
say the magical word
Did you say
mayonnaise?
mayonnaise?
Well, yeah. Where do you think the actual like form of it like comes from? Why it's like creamy?
The mustard.
That's a fair guess. Mustard.
Believe I've made it before, and it was mayonnaise, like a little bit. Like it was like whole grain mustard, and then like honey.
Whole grain mustard?
Dude, don't talk. There's so many. Okay,
Maybe a little
real
Dijon.
talk here. Are you ketchup or a mustard person?
Ketchup.
See, it's just a boring lifestyle. What about you, Dale?
Sorry, what?
Are you ketchup or mustard?
Oh, ketchup all the way. I don't even eat mustard.
What the fuck is wrong with you people?
I can't get behind mustard.
This whole podcast is gonna be you two saying the most obscene shit in the world.
It's only obscene to you.
But like, mustard is so much more interesting. There's so much more like flavor and depth. It's not just like sugary salt and tomatoes.
I'm not a huge mustard person. If I can have the choice, I'll either get mayonnaise or barbecue sauce.
See, like, and I'm not even a big mustard person anymore.
Or both.
Like, now that I'm an adult, it's like ranch and hot sauce. Because,
Ugh.
like, I'm not a child.
That is a child's meal.
No, it's not.
Ranch?
Ranch is hella good.
Ranch is a child's
If-
condiment.
If you are over the age of 20 and you're still dipping your fries or your chicken into ketchup, you are a child.
I don't
in
dip
my
into ketchup.
eyes. That is some weak shit.
I dip my fries into Freddy's fry sauce or nothing. Don't come at me with anything else.
I don't
How about
I don't really condone Freddy's
what
fry
about
sauce.
vinegar
why?
on your fries?
Because mayonnaise.
It's like ketchup, mayonnaise, and pickle juice.
Yeah, it's real good.
It's really not that great.
It's real good.
It's okay. I'll get it while I'm there.
I could drink it.
Ew, okay. That's a bit extreme. I don't know if there's any condiment I could just drink.
Mayonnaise.
Oh,
Barbecue sauce.
That's fucking gross.
I have drank barbecue sauce.
Okay, well, I've like...
As a dare, yes.
Yes,
but
I've done it. That doesn't make it, like...
salsa? You were there when I drank salsa the other
I'll
day.
totally drink salsa.
It really hurt, actually.
It's tangy.
It-
It's good.
It's not tangy.
Well, you get
Would,
bad
would you
salsa.
drink
What kind of
Taco Bell
tangy-
sauce?
No.
I will totally just eat Taco Bell sauce.
I've seen you eat Taco Bell
Every time
sauce.
anybody goes to Taco Bell with me, I always get extra mild sauce to eat while I wait.
You had just a bag of Taco Bell sauces in your last apartment.
Because they always fucking skimp you.
I
'Cause they're
remember when
like-
you took handfuls and handfuls of it, and then just
Yeah,
put
well,
it into a
because-
squeeze bottle.
Well, when you... that was
That's
old,
just called smart.
That was old entrepreneurial, Alec. No, like when you go, you'll be like, I want like 5 tacos, and they're like, cool, what kind of sauce do you want? And you're like, I don't know, like X sauce, so like Diablo, let's say. They'll give you like 3 Diablo sauce, and you're like, bitch, I have 5 tacos. It's not even enough. They don't give you enough.
I'm
Okay.
the kind of person that doesn't get sauce with my tacos at Taco Bell.
See, I always get it even if I don't want it, because I'll save it for later.
I guess I also don't get tacos at Taco Bell.
Who does?
True. Yeah.
Because like the tacos aren't $1.
Yeah, they used to be
That's
$1.
that's some
Yeah.
real bullshit.
Yeah, I get beefy 5-layer burritos most of the time.
I always get a deal, one of the Cravings deal or whatever.
Yeah.
Except for they changed it.
I remember you telling me about that the other day.
Some garbage.
Taco Bell, if you're listening, please up your
Yeah,
game.
please, can you put it back?
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to pay a 30-cent upcharge to change my Cravings deal back to the way it was a week ago. That's some bullshit. Don't upcharge me like that.
Speaking of
But-
getting gypped on sauce, went to Long John Silver's the other day. Didn't even give me any sauce. None of it.
Well, your first problem was you went to Long John Silver's.
Absolutely.
Been to Long. So the man that doesn't eat out only eats out at Long John Silver's.
what?
That's why you eat. That's why you don't eat out, because you eat out at bad places and it gives you bad ideas.
Yeah.
Was not
bad
my
stomach
idea.
aches. What kind of sauce did you want? Like tartar?
Yeah, tartar sauce. Like I got home and my mom was like, "Hey Dale, is there any sauce in the bag?" I'm like, "No, I don't think so." It's-
Look, I've eaten at Long John Silver's like twice in my life, but if there's one thing I've learned, it's that you don't get their tartar sauce. You just go to the store and get your own.
I mean, we have our
theirs
own,
is nasty.
but free
I
tartar
don't
sauce
think
is
I've
free
ever.
tartar sauce.
I can safely say I don't think I've ever eaten at Long John Silver's.
You know what I always pass when I go home is A&W.
Never,
Never
eaten
had
there.
it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nope.
I drink their root beer, big fan.
What even
I
is
don't like
the
root beer,
A&W
and that's why I don't.
like
What?
restaurant?
That's why I think by comparison I don't like A&W.
I
We don't have to drink the root
I
beer
really
to
don't.
eat there.
I know, but like
root
it's a
beer.
psychological thing.
Oh, It's a ploy.
Yeah, because I'm like, man, I don't like your root beer. Maybe I won't like your food, so I just
You
don't
like,
eat there.
they like sit you down. They're like, all right, so you want like root beer, right?
Yeah, yeah. And I'm like, I don't want the root beer, and they're
You
like,
start sweating.
well, you got a root beer on your order.
You just like, all right, pick from the fountain. And they show the fountain. It's like 8 taps
Just
of
all
A&W root beer.
It's like those machines where you choose your soda and you can
It's
click
just-
on the different things to get the flavors, and it's just all root beer.
No matter how deep you go in the menus,
Yeah.
it's always
root beer and then one option for cream soda.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, I don't want either one of those.
You don't like cream soda?
I don't like cream soda or root beer.
Oh my god, I'm drinking
You know
cream
what?
soda right now.
A&W. What?
I'm drinking cream soda right now. It's awesome.
It's the bomb.
That's a poor
I
choice.
think
What kind of cream soda?
it was just, the stevia, but I want to say the best cream soda I ever had was either orange or vanilla flavored. I can't remember which one I liked more, but I think I've had both.
Okay, I've
Isn't-
had all the cream sodas. you
Isn't
can think
cream
of.
soda just vanilla flavored in itself?
It might
Yeah.
be.
So you have vanilla flavored vanilla flavor.
Maybe,
Yeah,
or
but
maybe
it's
I
like
was actually thinking of
extra.
the orange.
Okay, the root beer I think is probably the most dynamic of all
I haven't had root beer
of
in
the
so
drinks,
long.
all of the sody pops, because like just the depth in which the cream soda goes. Like there's black cherry,
Ugh.
lime. There's a lime cream soda I've had. It's not very good, but it's there. Somebody wants it. There's like extra creamy. Everyone makes theirs a little bit different, and it's amazing. I actually had a taste test my sophomore year. I worked at a grocery store, and I had one of each of the cream sodas that was there on the shelves. I had 12 total
Damn.
different cream sodas.
Didn't even know there were
And-
that many.
Yeah, right? And we just live in a tiny town at a tiny grocery store, and they had 12 different cream sodas, and they were all different.
Wait, which grocery store?
Price Chopper.
Oh, really?
I mean, it's part of a larger chain,
They have
but
12 cream sodas?
oh yeah.
That's so many cream sodas.
And there's one, I know it by bottle. I don't know it by name anymore. But I could, if you showed me a lineup of bottles, I could pick it out.
You know what? A soda that I really don't like that's pretty popular? Grape soda.
I have no comment.
I probably had
I
it
don't
at
really
some
drink
point.
grape.
Dale, grape
Not
soda
anymore.
fan? What?
I haven't had it in so long, I couldn't tell you.
See, like that's where I am. I don't know. Like I'll get grape soda and vodka is really good. Cause like,
Gross.
yeah, hear me out. Grape is like really powerful of a flavor.
So
It just
blocks
tastes
out the
yeah,
vodka?
Yeah, it blocks out the sun.
I just don't like grape flavored things.
Like what?
Like anything, like grape Jolly Ranchers, grape soda.
Why not?
Yeah,
I
I'm
like
kind of in the same
grapes.
boat. I don't really eat grapes either.
What the fuck?
See, and then on the other hand, I hate watermelon as a fruit, but I love
Whoa,
watermelon flavored
whoa,
things.
Whoa.
Hold on. What did you just say?
I hate watermelon, man. It's just water.
Oh my
It
god!
just tastes like
I
gross water.
I am. Oh my god! Where are you buying your watermelon from?
I don't.
The gates of hell.
I don't.
I've had
You're just the
I've had
shittiest
yellow
of
watermelon.
watermelons.
I just don't like watermelon. I never
Okay.
have.
Like best fruit in the world, like top tier S rank fucking fruit.
Best
watermelon.
Fruit? No.
Yeah,
No.
this has got to be like watermelon.
Peaches.
Mangoes.
Next to like peaches, strawberries, and mangoes. But watermelon's up there.
I don't think so. I like watermelon flavored things. Don't like watermelon. It's just
That's so bullshit.
I hate honeydew. I hate
Oh, I do too.
melon. I hate any melon.
I hate melons that aren't watermelon because they're imposters. Watermelon's the shit.
They're all the same.
No, they're not. They're
No.
totally different. Watermelon's sweet.
No, it's not. It's just bad water.
What the fuck is wrong with you? You can't be serious.
I'm
right now.
I'm 100% stern on
I
my
am
opinion.
actually about to walk out this door. I am pissed right now. I cannot believe you said that.
I'm very stern about this, and everybody is always the same. It's like when people are like, "Oh, you're gonna go see the new Star Wars," and people are like, "Well, I don't really like Star Wars," and people are like, "Oh, what?" And I'm like, "That's
No,
how I
it's
feel
totally
with watermelon."
different.
Wait, hold on.
It's
You don't like
completely the same.
Hold on. You don't like
just
Star
have
Wars?
the same. What?
Hold on. You don't like Star Wars?
No, I like Star Wars. That was
Okay,
just
okay,
that
okay.
was just an example of like how people react. That's how people react when I say I don't like watermelon.
Because it's fucking absurd.
It's not absurd. I really just genuinely don't like watermelon. I hate tomatoes too.
okay, no. We're not just moving past this.
They're
right
the
now.
same thing.
No, they're not.
What?
They're just bad flavored water
Oh my god.
No, they're
stop.
not.
with different gross flavors.
You have had some terrible fruits in your life. Actually, they're both fruits.
That's not. I've not had terrible fruits because
Yes, you have.
I love peaches. I love strawberries.
That's 'cause-
I love nectarines because they're pretty much the same thing.
See, you're like at a low skill floor right now on this food because even a shitty peach is still a good ass peach.
That's not true.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I bought some peaches that were not ripe at all, and I thought they were ripe, and I took a bite.
Any peach in season is a good peach.
Any peach in season. I can agree with that. Yes.
However, watermelon, you got to find a good watermelon. There are watermelons that I've had that are just water, but there's also like the fun of eating it. Like you don't need teeth to eat watermelon. You just crush it with your tongue. It's so fun.
Is that why? Is it fun?
I like
Is
the
it?
little
I will-
juicy, deep red watermelon pieces, and like not like the kind of white, you know. It's so much better.
Uh-huh.
They're just pack flavor.
Yeah, like
Packed with flavor.
I'm about to go buy a watermelon.
It's like when you get a cup of water and you add one drop of Mio and you're
No,
like,
it's not.
This is a pretty good drink.
Also, who's buying Mio? But no, it's not.
You know what? Yeah, fair enough.
like it's not the same.
You guys ever had those it's like sparkling water. It's like LaCroix. Have you guys ever had
I
those?
have
Yes.
Actually disgusting. One of the most disgusting things I've ever tasted.
My mom used to buy Propel because I'd always bitch that we didn't have soda in the house.
Propel is not soda.
Right, but it's like flavored water. She thought that would.
And it's really gross.
It's not that bad. I don't know. I grew a
Propel.
taste
Sounds
for it.
familiar, but I can't think of it.
It's just flavored water.
It's it's not flavored
It's
water.
poorly
it's
flavored
disgusting.
water. It's like their lemon water is just like lemon in water.
Have you ever had mineral water, Dale?
Mineral water. I had some Perrier
question.
not that long ago,
Have
and I was
you-
like, what? Why do people
Better
drink this?
question.
This is
Have
not...
you ever had a Natty Light?
Oh, yes, it was disgusting.
Okay, that's exactly what these taste like.
No, it does not taste
It
like
tastes
Natty
like
Light.
just awful beer.
Well, it tastes like it doesn't taste that great. But like the grape.
No. My point.
Going back.
My point.
The grape was strong enough that you could actually taste it in the Propel.
Ugh.
Everything else was just a vague hint of like.
You know what's really good
flavor.
sparkling water, sparkling flavored water? Clear American. You ever had those?
I don't
No.
drink just sparkling water.
They have those at like Walmart, I want to say.
How are we the weird ones because we like root beer, but you're not the weird one, even though you're out like doing sample testings of.
I'm not doing sample testing.
What?
You're
They're
like.
68
I never
cents
said
for
I
like
liked root beer.
a half a liter.
I know nothing about sparkling water. Besides that, it's like fake soda.
Yeah, it's just bad soda.
Well, then why is he drinking it?
But I had the Clear American because it was like 68 cents for these bottles. And they were like pretty good.
I just
need to find somebody on my side about this.
you're not gonna find him here. Cause I don't drink sparkling water. I had club soda one time.
Ew.
Emphasis on one time.
Ew.
Same.
This club soda's just sparkling water.
Yeah, it's gross.
No, it's just carbonated water.
No, it has to be flavored.
Does-
But like a strong enough flavor to where you can taste it, and it doesn't taste like a Mio and Natty Light.
Well, don't put Mio in your Natty Light.
Well, don't drink Natty Light.
Yes. Don't drink.
I think we can
Coors.
all agree on this.
Don't
Coors
drink
and Natty
Coors.
Light.
Yeah. No. Bud Heavy, something with a nice punch,
Yeah.
good strong flavor.
Welcome to the beer podcast, everyone.
Yeah, here we talk about the 4 types of beer college students can afford. Which one's the best? Because,
Yeah.
I'm just not trying to drink Bud Light.
I don't like Bud Light at all. A lot of people like Bud Light. Well, a lot of people tolerate Bud Light.
It's kind of cheap.
It's not for me.
But it's like not as cheap as like Natty Ice.
Ugh.
See, like I'll get Natty Ice. That's a real man's beer.
No.
It's like
Why?
fucking 6.2,
Ugh.
and
It's
it's
so
so
gross.
gross. It just tastes like earwax.
It's so gross.
Oh.
But you know what? Like 3 beers in, it doesn't taste like anything anymore because your tongue's numb
Ugh.
from drinking all the beer. It's like if you want to get drunk for real cheap, but you don't like hard liquor. You buy like Natty Light.
You buy
Natty
wine.
Ice.
I feel sick.
But like,
Talk
if you're a man and you're like,
Hey, whoa!
no,
Don't
okay.
talk down on
I'm
wine.
saying, I'm not talking. I'm saying like, if I'm showing out to like a party and I'm like trying to find some honeys,
Okay.
I'm not bringing wine. I'm bringing beer because that's a man thing.
What?
I don't know.
What? No, you bring the wine, and the honeys come to you because they drink the wine.
Yeah, but
That's
like,
a good point.
you say I got wine back at the crib because secretly I'm a puss.
No, you keep both.
I'm a puss with
Duh.
good taste.
Oh my god.
Taste buds.
Like, I don't do wine, so I don't know.
I drink quite a bit of wine.
Why?
I like wine. I'm a big Moscato fan, which a lot of people say isn't wine, but I really do like it.
Isn't Moscato just like candy water?
Isn't Moscato really sweet?
It's very sweet,
Yeah, so candy
and that's
water.
why I like it. It's not candy water.
Well, it's like, it sounds like it.
That's what. Oh, soda's like liquid candy.
Well, yeah, but like, nobody's denying that either.
What did he say?
You said soda's like liquid candy.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but like, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
I used to buy soda, and instead of like buying desserts for the week, I would buy like soda. 'Cause I like to have something sweet around the house,
True.
just in case I'm craving something sweet. So, like, if I bought soda for the week, I wouldn't buy like any kind of like Skittles or whatever. But if I bought Skittles, no soda. But I've been trying to drink this the flavor mix packet thingies.
Crystal Light?
The off-brand, but yeah.
Oh. Great Value Light?
Yes, actually. I'm pretty sure exactly that.
Is it really?
But like it's just like it's not that much better for you, but I feel better about drinking it than soda.
I understand that. I feel that.
I hate being attached to soda. And I feel like I have been for the past couple of years.
Man, you cut out soda, you drop a lot of weight.
Well, unless you don't. Some people
Well,
do,
unless
some
you
people don't.
substitute with something else.
Soda's it's not it's all about like doing it in doses.
If you substitute soda with healthy and clean living, yeah, you will drop weight. If you substitute soda with the gym, then yeah, you'll probably lose a couple lbs.
No, I'm saying like if you trade out soda for like alcohol, you're not really, doing yourself any favors.
Well, if you're like somebody like me, I only drink soda either when I
just
go out to
switching
eat.
out soda for water, that's a huge win.
Well, like I'm trying to like, I drink soda when I'm out, and I drink soda when I'm drinking. But those are the only times I'll buy soda.
I buy like a 12-pack of Sprite that lasts me probably about a month. Cuz I'm a big
Wow.
Sprite fan.
A month?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I try to limit myself. Maybe a couple weeks sometimes, just because I feel like I'm in a Sprite mood.
If I buy a 12-pack, it's lasting like 2 weeks max. Because like I'm trying to drink at least one a day.
It's really about how much self-restraint I'm feeling during that month. Which is, most of the time it lasts me about 2 weeks if we're being more honest, but...
It's just like the theory that people, they buy things for themselves just to practice restraint is what it sounds like. Is like, I don't have very good self-control, so I'm going to buy something I know I really want, and I'm going to tell myself I can't have it. It's just like putting yourself in like a more stressful situation.
It's like putting a collar on yourself
Yeah.
and saying, stay, but go.
Yeah, at the same time. Like you're not,
So you're just sitting there constantly pulling back on your own leash.
and then you're always thinking about it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's not how to do it.
Do you keep soda in the house, Dale?
Soda with actual sugar? No.
So you do the stevia stuff, right?
Yeah.
What is that?
It's a natural sweetener that holds no calories, but it's not an artificial
like-
sweetener that gives you brain cancer.
So Sprite
Oh my
Zero.
No, because that has like aspartame in it that gives you brain cancer.
Stop with the brain.
Oh, I
everything-
prefer ibuprofen.
I prefer like just getting brain cancer straight away. Like life's too short to not just give yourself brain cancer.
Is that how that saying goes?
I think so.
Okay. I mean, I don't know enough about the
I'm not a
to
philosopher.
contradict you.
Yeah. Don't step to me right now.
It's not really stepping because I'm like a couple inches away.
No. Don't step to me. I'll shut that shit down.
What is the best soda in your opinion? If you had if you had to
one
drink
soda.
soda and it wasn't bad for you, what soda would you drink?
I don't care if it's bad for me.
You know what? I don't care either. I drink soda all the time. I don't really
Like,
care.
if I have the option to get a soda and I'm like, because like usually when I go out to eat,
Mhm.
it's like a $10 limit.
Yeah.
So like if my entree is like $7.50, I'll probably just like snag a soda.
Yeah.
Because like it makes it a 10. And
I don't blame you. Yeah.
I'm like not going over budget.
Can we talk about how soda's $2.50 at restaurants?
That is pretty
That's pretty
ridiculous.
ridiculous. All right, sorry. We're not going
yeah.
there.
Oh yeah. Sodas.
We're not going there. Best soda. In my opinion, it becomes between two. I love Sprite. I have a deep love for Sprite. So that's my number one. And then my number two is Cherry Pepsi.
Why Pepsi?
Because Cherry Coke has a different feel to it, but Cherry
Too
Pepsi
sweet.
almost too sweet. But every time I drink Coke, my mouth is just like kind of upset with me. Like it's just like, man, that stuff, man. It's just tearing us up in here.
Oh
And like,
my God.
but when I drink Cherry Pepsi, it's not as like harsh on my mouth. I guess I'm trying to say.
See, like when I drink,
Plus the taste is.
when I drink, I'll get a Coke, because Coke is sweeter.
Mhm.
I'm always trying to get like a sweet to mask the like bitterness of alcohol.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what my like for a long time Coke Zero was like my go-to. Coke
Ew.
Zero, because I was like it's like a Coke,
Mhm.
but it's not as like heavy on the sweets. So like I don't know, felt better. But I think like if we go to a restaurant with the like the Mixmaster drink maker thing, I will get 100% a peach mellow yellow every time, because it's like the best thing there. I love
Peach Mellow Yellow.
peach mellow yellow.
Did I start you on the Peach
You
Mellow
started
Yellow?
me on that.
I
Yeah.
did.
You
'cause
totally
I
at Moe's.
do love.
Yeah,
Yep, at
when they
Moe's.
first installed it.
Yeah, I love Peach Mellow Yellow and Peach Sprite, dude. That's my thing.
I'm a
At
big fan of
those-
Mountain Dew now that I wasn't before.
At those I
can't
get
do Mountain
lime Fanta.
Ooh,
Lime
that
Fanta's
Fanta's pretty
pretty
good.
good.
Also,
Yeah.
side note, Fanta or Fanta?
Fanta.
Fanta.
Okay.
You say Fanta.
But that's what
You're
they say in the
probably wrong.
commercials. They say Fanta, Fanta. Don't you want to?
Well, they're
Fanta,
like,
Fanta?
aren't they like supposed to be Dutch or something?
That was like Brazilian.
I,
You know.
I'm not gonna pretend. To
I
know
would say yes to
nationalities.
both of those answers because I just don't know.
It might be pronounced Fanta in Dutch and Brazilian,
In Portuguese,
Portuguese. Wait, what did you say?
Brazilian, but they speak Portuguese in Brazil.
Yeah, they sure do. Those Portugueses.
Those Portuguese.
That was Spanish. Portuguesa.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if that's actually.
You know what?
That might be racist. Anyway, Dale, what kind of soda do you think is the best?
Probably overall, probably Sprite.
Yes.
Just because it's
See,
like the
I
most
love-
like neutral.
There's like a
It's
difference
also like
though. For
actually
me,
refreshing.
it's like, and I totally agree with that. There's like light sodas, which are like your fruit sodas,
Mhm.
and then there's dark sodas, like your Pepsi, your Coke,
Yeah.
and variations of
Mhm.
those. And I think that there's like a different mood for each of those.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's like wine.
It's like fine wine,
Yeah.
only it's soda pop.
And horrible for you.
Okay,
Wine's probably not the
so here's the real question though, right?
Mhm.
Is it pop, soda, Coke, or sody pop?
You're the only person I've ever heard actually say sody pop, so that one's all you.
I'm gonna
Not
say sody pop
sarcastically.
because that one's right.
See, but we're all from the same area. We're from the Midwest. So we all say soda, I believe.
Yes, I do.
Dale,
I've
do
heard
you
some
say
people
soda?
I
say
say
Coke.
soda. I think actually I've seen the map a few times. I think we're actually in a pop area.
We're in a pop area?
I think so,
We're in
actually.
a pop.
I've heard of
pop culture
plenty.
nowadays.
I get
I've heard of
pop culture, right?
I've heard of plenty people say pop, and it.
I've
actually-
heard totally some people say Coke. That shit's just wrong.
Yeah, that's a brand.
That
I don't-
is down in Georgia land.
You
where
can't
I'm
just put
from.
everything in a small bubble and say, yeah, we're
Unless
gonna
you
all call
always
them
want
Coke.
Coke.
Yeah.
Because if I came around and said, "What kind of Coke do you want?"
They'd be like cherry or
like additives,
like vanilla.
what's going on? I don't understand that.
Vanilla Coke's pretty good.
Vanilla Coke is like probably the best Coke.
I would say that's very fair. I can agree with you on that one.
I think it's got to be, because like, what else do you really have to compete? Like, when I was a kid, when McDonald's had like the flavor things on the fountains, I would put cherry and vanilla in my Coke.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Too much.
Yeah.
That's too much syrup. It's very sweet.
Ugh, yeah. I can like feel my mouth being like, dude.
My mouth is immediately dry
Yeah.
after talking like that.
Mm-hmm.
There's one
But then I'm
time.
just gonna think about pepperoncinis for a minute.
Mm.
Then
Right back up.
we're back, baby.
I just can't do pepperoncinis.
There was one
I
time
get
I was at a baseball game, and the soda we got, I guess it was like later in the game, but it definitely didn't have like the syrup content that it needed. It was just
Oh, it's
gross.
just carbonation.
Yeah, it was mainly just like carbonated water. It's supposed to be a Sprite, and it did not taste good.
Ew.
They handed you a sparkling water
Basically,
and said, "I hope that's good enough."
Yeah.
That's messed up. Like, I've totally had that before, and it's
Yeah. Ugh.
bad.
I don't even. Ugh. The thing I always get at baseball games is pickles. Because
Dude,
they always seem
the
to
big
have
pickles?
them. The
Yeah.
big pickles.
Well, it's because like, I don't know why it's like a thing.
Yeah, I don't know why that's a thing.
Because they're like,
either.
it's a hot day. Here's some salty food, so you buy some drinks.
yeah, no, they want to say
Oh.
salty food, so you buy more
Well, I
beer.
just figured out why they did it
Dang it.
in that one sentence. They just want you to buy the
They just want you to buy more drinks.
Yep.
So, the next thing I want to talk about, this has been pressing on my mind because I feel like there's so much that pisses me off in the world. So, if you could think of like one thing that truly just grinds your gears, let's say, that really gets on your nerves, what would it be?
I don't know. Like, there's a lot of things. I'll let you. What do you think? What brings this to your mind? What's like really pissing you off?
The thing that really bugs me.
Oh my, he's like
And
up
this
in
is
a hunch right
this
now.
is very specific to me. But the thing that I hate is in college when teachers take attendance and are
That's
very
some
strict about it.
bullshit. Yo,
If
that's so
I am
weird.
paying all this money to the university, I should be able to judge whether or not I show up. If this affects my grade, that's a load of garbage.
That's kind of true. I gotta
I-
agree.
I've totally thought that for a long time. It's some real bullshit.
like,
Because like
I'm paying for it. I should just get out of it whatever I want to get out of it. And I mean, if I can pass a test, then I can pass a test, right?
yeah, if we're judging my level of knowledge based on whether I can pass a test and fill out some dumb assignments, then like why should my attendance be taken into account? If I can do it without having to show up to the class, I think I'm even more qualified for that class than anybody else.
See, and for the
Not in,
teachers,
like,
for the teachers listening who disagree with this, my thought is that you should just give random assignments in class. That's enough reason for people to stay. Like, you don't need to enforce attendance because, like, some people just have shit they gotta do that day.
Yeah.
And they can't make it.
And-
like, life goes on.
And like the classes that I do show up for are classes that I know I need to be there that day. And it's the same thing with like work. If I'm going into a job and it seems like a job that I don't really need to be there for and people don't need me there, and if I don't show up then it's not a big deal, then I'm not going to show up sometimes. But like if it's a job that I need to be there for and somebody's going to be counting on me, like over the summer I worked lawn care and I was the only guy that was working in that lawn care business. And I don't think I ever missed a day during the summer just because I always needed to be there.
And you know that.
And I know that. And so it's the same thing with classes.
Yeah, the same thing
So
with my
if I'm
last job.
gonna if I'm gonna show up, it's because I know I need to be there for that class. So if your class is dumb and stupid and you take attendance because you want people to show up and do your busy work, not a fan.
Yeah, don't force mandatory attendance in like gen eds.
Yeah.
It's not. Nobody wants to be there.
This is psychology. Like
Don't
give me the notes.
don't give me a B. Don't dock me 10% because I missed 2 of your psychology classes.
Yes, exactly.
Out of what, 16?
It's so stupid.
It just doesn't make any sense.
Sorry, that'd be once
it
a week.
Does
How
not
many-
make any sense.
How many classes?
So
do you
that's
have?
what made that's.
Do what now?
How many classes, like, out of, like, 2 are you allowed to miss?
Yeah, I have a class where it's like if I miss 2 classes, it's 10% of my grade, and if I miss 3, it's down 20.
Right.
Now that isn't my major.
But what I'm saying is,
So, like-
how many, like, class periods are there in a semester?
Oh,
That's a very specific question that I did not have the answer to.
Yeah.
how many?
I don't
How many times a week?
like well, it's either 2 or 3 or sometimes 1
Depending on the class and how
or
long
5.
it is.
Yeah, you can have any of the standard week.
Yeah.
How many with this class?
Well, no, it's just like in general. Are you talking about like mine specifically?
I guess so. I mean, all of my classes were pretty much like once a week, but like I know there are like 3 days a week. Like, I mean, if you miss a week, you miss a week, you're probably gonna miss a lot. But like 3 days throughout the semester, you're probably not gonna miss that much information, right? Not to warrant 10%.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, well, I had one that was like 2 to 3, and I just like I'm gonna show up for your class because I give a shit, but like sometimes I just can't make it, man. And I don't think, and it's not even just me, but like other people that are more important than me. Like, what could be? Because like some teachers are like there are no unexcused absences, and it's like, well, shit. Like, even a work has like a call in.
I can tell you that's total bullshit. So.
What?
Oh, there are no unexcused absences. Like, come on.
Yeah,
now.
well, yeah. There's totally a reason. It might not be viable to you because you don't give a shit about my life, but like, if I'm like, hey, I gotta go home because my mom needs me to do this thing, I'm gonna go home and do that.
Yeah, and like I've had it in classes before where like I've had to go home for a doctor's appointment or to refill a prescription or something like that. And I told my teacher that because this was the only time I was able to do it. And they were like, sorry, it's not excused. I'm like, well, what if I get you a doctor's note? And they're like, yeah, we just really can't do that because this is a lot of important information you're missing today. And I talked to people in my class and they're like, yeah, we did like notes over a PowerPoint. And like, like certain situations like that, I'm like, is this
Just
really
send
that
me the
important?
PowerPoint, yeah.
Yeah, just send me the PowerPoint. I'll take the notes. So yeah, that's what that's what really gets me going, is that, and that's why I thought about this. So I thought maybe we could do this every week and talk about something that really gets us going. So if you guys have anything, we can keep this going because, man, I like to sit here and talk about stuff that pisses me off. But
I think the number one thing that makes me angry is people who shit talk when they have no right to.
Oh yeah.
Like, if you are bad at something, and I am moderate at something, there is no reason where you should be telling me that I am worse, because you are worse than even I. And even if it's on like a microscopic level, or we're on the same plane, you're not any better than I am. So like, and this is totally like, it's in games, but it's also like in real life. People do this all the time, where it's like you get shamed for your grades. You're like, okay, well, we're both like C students,
yeah,
so like,
and that's like I still don't understand why people shame people for grades. Like, man, we're just both here trying to do a job. Just let me do however I do on my grades, and you do however you do. It doesn't matter to you.
if we're both in the same field, maybe you get hired before I do.
Yeah,
Good for you.
yeah.
We're both getting there. It's not a race. We're both running the same marathon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've never understood people that talked crap. Like, man, like, just let people do what they're gonna do.
People are so shitty.
Yeah, that's very true. This is basically the moral of this segment: is
People are shitty.
people are just the
Oh, I
worst.
think a lot of that
People
comes
are
with
the worst.
maturity, though, and just age.
Yeah, but like, even people who are undermatured are just assholes. And like, people who are assholes are typically just assholes. Like, a lot of people, like, it's like a Scrooge complex.
Yeah, it's a Scrooge. This is the now
It's like a
renowned
Scrooge meme.
complex.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a Scrooge meme, where it's like Once an asshole, always an asshole.
And I think a lot of it has to do with like self-consciousness and everything, but like still, like over time, if I'm being accepting to you, there's no reason for you to put up this wall and be just the worst.
Well, it's totally on me because I take it to a more personal level and it gets me worked up. But like, I think that's the same for anything that makes anybody mad.
Yeah.
It's like everything's totally irrational. Nothing's really justified.
Yeah, and like none of it really does matter in the end if people are saying these things, but like it still sucks.
Yeah, you don't want to deal with it.
Yeah.
It's like one of those things where it's like, sad people need help not because they're sad, but because of us who have to fucking deal with them all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. Like
There's a famous, not famous quote from probably like a comedian like Bo Burnham or something. I think it's Bo Burnham.
Yeah,
What
yeah, I
about
think
you,
it is
Dale?
too. Go with something pretty petty. People and their turn signals.
What-
Just
How do you mean?
just the lack of use, really. Like, come on.
I don't have a Okay, this is gonna be real stupid. I don't think I've ever had a problem with somebody not using a turn signal. Because if they don't use it, generally I just know that they're gonna merge anyway because they look really confused.
Well, I'm talking like just like right-hand turns in general.
yeah, what makes me upset is when someone sees that I'm about to turn right and they're coming straight ahead, so I have to wait for them. And then at the last second, they turn their turn signal on and then turn right, so I could have turned right the whole time.
Oh, I totally know. Okay, that's
Or
pretty cool.
Yeah.
I get that.
backing out of my driveway, like there'll be a car like coming down the street, and then all of a sudden they'll just like turn before they get to my driveway. And it's like, all right, well I guess I could have gone this whole time.
Yeah.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah, that's very fair. The only thing that really pisses me off is when, or I guess the thing that doesn't piss me off is when people are on the highway and don't use their turn signals sometimes.
Yeah,
'Cause,
that's where I am.
I'm a very big victim of, or I'm a very big person that does that quite often.
You're a very big person.
I'm a very big person.
I'm the bigger man.
Hi, Jacob Patterson, very big person here.
Hi there. I'd like to say I'm a very big person.
Yeah. No, but like, I don't know. A lot of the time, I just don't use turn signals, and it's bad. I know it's bad, but it's just not.
Like for me, that doesn't put you in like scum of the earth territory if
Yeah.
you don't use turn signals. Like that doesn't really get me there. But I get it.
I do understand and I do agree with that. But yeah, I most of the time I just drive with one hand, and I'm like, you know what? If my hand reaches to the turn signal, it reaches there. But if not, we're just gonna kind of keep it.
So like, are you talking like on residential, or are you talking like in general, Dale?
Just in general, there have been a lot of times. Here on my way to work and stuff, just like somebody just randomly makes a right turn. It's like, all right, I guess I could have like maybe done something about it if I would have known to maybe like change lanes or just whatever. Now I gotta like stop and slow
Yeah,
down
I
behind
get
you.
that. I don't know. Like the main thing, like okay, so going back to kind of my point on this, to like what gets me upset. Earlier today, no, it was 2 days ago. We were in my class, and I asked somebody what he got on a question, and he turned to me and went, when I tried to talk to him,
What?
Wait, what?
and I just had nothing to say.
Like that was the actual
Yes,
thing.
that
he
was the
did?
actual thing that happened. Was I like asked him a question and he turned around and said like what? And so I started talking and he's like, you don't know what to do now, do you? And I was like, what the fuck just happened? I was like, what? Are you kidding me?
I'm so confused.
I was blank. He was like, you don't know what to do now, do you? And I was like, no. Because that hasn't happened to me in such an enormous amount of time. Because we're not like in elementary school anymore.
Oh man, that for some reason that reminds me. In high school, I did video editing and broadcast, and my sophomore year, we were sitting there talking about. I was planning a video, and I didn't know what to use in the blank spaces during the video. So I would just put in like random pictures. Like one of the pictures said like, "You're now very aware of your breathing for the next 30 seconds," and like stupid things like that that didn't have anything to do with the video. And my teacher like pulled me aside afterwards, and she's like, "Jacob, that was a really great idea for the video you had, but I have to be honest, your pictures were just stupid." And like as a kid, it kind of crushed me.
Yeah.
But like she realized that I had potential for like ideas and like leading, but she realized also that I was really bad at making videos sometimes, so she put me as like a producer. But like that whole thing of like the thing made me like think of back to that and how I just put random stuff in videos. And like looking back on it now, I was like, I don't know why I ever thought that was a good idea. And like I think that guy in the future is gonna look back and be like, I don't know why I ever did that.
It just wasn't funny. I
Yeah.
felt like it was trying to be a joke, but it just wasn't funny. It kind of reminds me.
I'm so confused still.
It reminds me like a long time ago we went to Michigan with my stepmom's side of the family. And when we got there, we were there for a couple of days. And one day we were playing cards. And somebody was like, I made a joke and it wasn't funny because nothing was funny because I was like 10. And somebody just turned to me and was like, I don't know why you thought that was funny. I know you're trying to be funny, but you're just not. And I was like,
Ow.
what the fuck?
Who says that to like a 10-year-old?
I was destroyed. It's like that thing where it's like if you're the bigger person, but like it's
Wow.
something you would say to like your worst enemy.
Yeah.
If they made like a joke that was just like really mean and you just like turn to them and were like, that's really not funny.
Yeah.
You're a really unfunny person.
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh,
Yeah,
well,
like
I'm gonna stop.
yeah, that's something I would say to like someone that I really, really disliked, but not to a 10-year-old kid, because to a 10-year-old kid, everything they say is hilarious,
Yeah.
and they just want everyone to laugh at it, and for you to look at them in the eyes and say, "You're not funny," like the fact that you still remember that
Yeah, it's very
conversation
sad.
to this day shows how much impact that had.
Yeah, it was brutal.
What? That's so mean.
This is back when I was like in elementary school. I thought it was like really funny,
I mean, every elementary schooler thinks they're funny. Like,
but I thought I was like really.
I'm going
funny.
into that field. Every elementary schooler thinks they're hilarious.
But like, I felt like I was on a whole nother level of like comedy genius,
Like,
middle school comedy. Genius.
I'm going to change the world of comedy.
Well, because like elementary schoolers, they'll say something and somebody will laugh, and it like triggers that response in their head, and they're like
oh.
immediately like, "Oh, that was funny.
Yeah, that
I'm a
was
funny person."
Mhm.
But like, it was like everything I said
Yeah.
was like cracking these kids up. They're like, if I had a show, if I had a 1 hour long special, they would totally have watched it.
Yeah.
But like, just to hear that was life altering,
Man.
truly.
That's just brutal.
And then I switched to a different joke that I'd tell people, and I'd say, I used to want to grow up and be a comedian, but then I realized how unfunny I am. And that's actually where that roots from.
Yeah,
So
you said that for a while.
That's
you
very
said that
sad.
joke for very long.
I started saying that joke in like 4th grade.
Yeah.
That's a very sad. It's
That
a
is-
very sad tale. That
Yeah,
I
now that
carry.
I know the backstory behind that joke, makes me upset a little bit.
That wrench, that wretched.
We're gonna get her on the
Wretched.
show next week.
I don't remember who it was,
No. We're
or I'm hiding it. Disclosure. You don't want to. Don't want to say it out loud.
That moment where I know you're hiding it because you've told me that before.
Yes, whatever.
Wait, he knows who it was?
I do know who it was, but that's not the point. Nah, the plot.
Get ready
thickens.
next week for a
Dun, dun,
special
dun.
guest.
No, she wouldn't come here.
No,
She has
doesn't.
like a life and like kids.
Apparently, she doesn't have a life because she ruins 10-year-olds' lives.
Well, maybe she'll ruin her kids' lives one day.
Maybe.
She's gonna
You
be
know what?
the,
That's
the
what we
mom
can
that
all
just
hope
like
for.
We're gonna say that
doesn't
it's
give
probably
in to
not.
the kid and doesn't laugh at it, laugh at the really bad jokes, whatever, and the kids are just gonna feel like really insecure about themselves.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn the tables on like their 10th birthday.
Yeah.
I'm gonna blow out their candles and be like, Santa's not real. And then she'll remember me. She'll remember
like,
that moment.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, she'll remember
Wait
that
a
moment.
minute.
Dream Crusher.
Yeah, it's like a comic book flashback moment.
Yeah, I'll get Dream Crusher tattooed on my knuckles. even though it doesn't fit.
Hold on.
You have to use the thumbs, and it's still not enough.
C-R-U-S-H. So you're just
Dream
Dream
Crush.
Crush.
Dream
It
Crush.
just sounds like a bad supervillain.
It sounds like a bad dating sim.
Yeah. Dream Crush.
Dream Crush. We date like really muscular men.
This episode, Spider-Man fights Dream Crush.
It's like the PG version of Freddy Krueger.
It sounds like a monster truck name. Gravedigger and Dream Crush go head to head.
Dream Crush is just like a broken heart. And Gravedigger is
Yeah.
like an actual zombie.
Yeah. Oh man. I went to a monster truck rally.
How was that?
It was at Sprint Center, so it was nowhere near big enough.
Was it loud as fuck?
It was so loud. I went there in 7th grade with my friend and his mom, and his mom left and just went to go stand by the food things, and we just sat there with our hands over our ears.
It's a big
Wow.
engine in a closed space.
It's a really close space, and it was so loud, and they couldn't really, because the floor of Sprint Center is nowhere near big enough for monster trucks,
And it's like a
a
dome.
ramp.
And it's like a dome.
Yeah.
So
and
everything echoes.
They built a very small dirt ramp in the middle, and
I
then
remember
that's
that.
what they like drove over.
I remember seeing things about that. I didn't
Yeah.
go, but
It
I
was-
remember seeing things about
Yeah,
it.
it was
probably
very
the-
underwhelming.
That seems like
They
something
did
that should be
something
in
else there,
Kemper.
though, didn't they?
There was motocross there before the monster trucks, if that's what you're talking about.
I thought there was something semi-recent.
There probably was. They probably have done it again.
Oh yeah, no, we've
It's
had
just
monster
always a bad
truck
idea.
stuff. Like we have that like every year.
Yeah. Doesn't mean it's a better idea. They just mean
They're
they
just gonna
keep
keep-
making money.
They're
So
gonna keep churning that shit out.
yeah, they don't care. People keep buying tickets for it.
There's
so-
enough people who are into motocross and monster trucks.
Are people still into monster trucks? Is that a thing still?
You know what? My
Or do they just do like Minecraft shows in the middle of the arena?
the dirt ramp is made out of Minecraft blocks.
Yeah.
No, my ex Uncle Steve got me a
Ex-Uncle Steve.
yeah ex Uncle Steve. That's how we address him. Now.
Yeah.
But he got me a Gravedigger monster truck toy.
Nice.
I didn't understand, but I loved it because
Yeah?
it had like axles.
Oh.
Yeah, so like when you went to the side, it would like turn.
That's pretty cool.
It was high tech.
That's actually pretty cool.
I was like 6, so it was like blowing my
So it's
brain.
probably the coolest thing you'd ever
yeah,
seen.
it was really cool. I'm sure. To me, I'm sure it was at least.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it was pretty cool. Like it had
Yeah.
axles.
Well, this was back when like they had what was the Max Steel?
I still have all my Max Steel. Yeah.
You have a Max Steel?
I have several out in the attic.
Oh my yeah, hell yeah.
Max Steel's a bad porn star name.
Okay, the plot thickens though of how real that becomes. So like, I used to have a Max Steel, and I see you looking at me with great intent. This will come around. So I I had a Max Steel, and it's like, for those of you who don't know what it is, it's like a discount GI Joe, but instead of like attack helicopters, he has like a dirt skateboard. He could like skateboard on rocks and shit. It was like yeah.
skateboard.
It's like a skateboard with big ass wheels.
I'm gonna Google this.
It's totally okay. Rocket power.
Oh.
Yeah, rocket power.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
with you. I'm with
Woogie
you.
woogie
Yeah.
woogie. Anyway,
Woogie woogie.
but my sister was really into like Barbies, so I would play dolls with her, but I would be Max Steel and she would be Barbie. And that's probably
When we started this conversation, I thought Max Steel was a monster truck, but I learned so much.
well, like I don't know. It was like very domestic the way that they lived, because like my sister had like a Barbie playhouse, and like Max Steel would just like go out and adventure, and then he'd come like park it with Barbie.
Yeah, Max Steel would just mooch, because that's
Yeah.
what Max Steel does.
Well, Max Steel's like a pretty cool guy.
Is he?
I don't know.
Is he?
I don't know, he probably
I feel
like
like
saved
he's
the
the
world
guy
a few
that thinks
times.
he's really cool and like shows up to like high school parties as he's like 33.
No, you don't know that about Max.
I know for a fact.
Yeah, there's a
about
Max Steel
Max
movie
that.
that I never saw. I wanted to see that.
Did you just say there was a Max Steel movie?
Yeah, I think so.
No way.
Yeah, please Google this.
Yeah, I gotta.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, 2016.
Max Steel was a. Oh my god.
In
It's like
2016?
I don't think it was anything like the.
Okay, this was not. No, this was not what Max Steel was.
That actually looks really cool.
Max Steel was not this badass. This is like Iron Man.
Yeah.
Look, he's even got a thing in the middle
Yeah,
of
this
his
is
chest.
this is
Iron
a
Man.
future Iron Man.
Hold on. I'm gonna
He's got
find-
things coming out of his hands? What is this? Please just Google Max Steel movie.
Okay, here's
and-
the Max Steel dolls. Yeah. They all look like Brad Pitt. There's a theme.
And please Google Max Steel movie and then Max Steel doll.
You'll see.
And your
oh,
expectations rise
this
so
is-
high and then just sink.
This is the one I had. Because he had this fucking sick, like,
Is that a
tiger
lion
tattoo.
thing in the middle?
Yeah, he had like a tiger,
tiger?
tattoo right on his chest.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
I'm
he
trying
was
to
a
find
badass.
some of them that.
I want to be Max Steel for Halloween. My expectations, like, they're on a roller coaster ride. I saw that movie and they went so high, and then I saw like some of the dolls and it dripped back down. But now I see this tiger tattoo and they're up in the clouds.
He's a legend.
Wow.
He's a legend.
Click on that first one.
With all the different Max Steels.
Is that a scorpion tattoo on
So
his
like
chest?
this one here, in the middle.
Yeah.
This was the one that had the dirt.
That
the
guy
dirt
looks like he would have a
skateboard.
dirt skateboard.
Yeah, because he was a badass.
And then he's also kind of a lifeguard? Question mark.
Here's Max Steel naked. Oh, God.
That's
Oh,
weird.
no.
Alec, I had this.
Oh, you sending me it?
Yes.
Wait, Max Steel, is that the Ben 10 logo? Scroll back up. That's
Where?
like on the top right. No. With the green. Where was that picture we were just looking at? I don't remember which one we were just looking at.
Oh yeah, that's
well.
right. I had like the car that probably cost like way too much money.
The car? You had a Max Steel car?
I had a lot.
Man.
I
loaded
almost
if you had
sold
a
it
Max
at a
Steel
garage
car.
sale, but like
How
I'd
have I
only
never heard of Max Steel?
I only wanted to sell it
That's
as
so
like
cool.
a collection.
It's a convertible?
Yeah.
With rockets?
It's probably a fucking Benz, too. Like...
Man. My expectations are just going all over
Here
the
it
place.
is. Okay, it was like this. It was like this, but like bigger.
Wow.
Yeah. He was badass.
I'm in love with Max Steel.
Oh, he was like a skeletal
Oh.
Max Steel.
Psycho
Oh, the
2.
skeleton guy? Oh, it's one of like the villains. I have that. He's like
Oh.
oh wait
You had a-
no wait
Dale,
it
are you
wasn't
a Max
skeletal.
Steel
It was
collector?
he was
Yeah.
made out of snakes. That's what it was.
Oh.
He was made of snakes?
Yeah.
That's fucking rad. He looks like he's made of worms on
God.
this picture.
Well,
Now I need to
snakes.
see this Max Steel movie, because if it's anything like the toys, I'm way into
Oh,
look
it.
at
now
this,
I'm
it's
getting
like
pictures
wakeboarding.
of like the new stuff and
I think I had that.
not about
Look,
it.
listen to this. Max Steel Sahara Attack. What the fuck? I think that's pretty much the pinnacle for this week, though.
Yeah, you can't do much better
still
than
on.
that.
Yeah,
I'm
Max Steel's just
still-
gonna close
I'm
us
still
out.
on this
We've
one.
explored.
What'd you say?
I'm still on this. I want to find like some like the old stuff I have.
Oh,
Alright, you can do that in your
yeah.
own time.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, okay.
Fine.
So
we've explored everything from cheese to Max Steel action figures, and I think I can say that I was thoroughly. I've learned so much.
this has been an educational experience.
It has.
I think for all of us.
It has. We can actually put it under the iTunes section of educational now.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, educational
like,
podcast.
Yeah,
right
except
next
for
to
the part where this isn't
podcast
going
and
on
instructional.
iTunes. It's only
Yeah.
going on YouTube.
Educational. too.
Educational, right?
It instructs you on how to live your life properly.
Yeah.
What with how
By
what-
Max Steel
Yeah,
action
by Max
figures.
Steel action figures. He's clearly the hero that we need.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just,
and then
you know,
everything else
send us an
comes
email if
just
you're interested
naturally.
in buying my collection. You know.
Yeah, if you want to buy Dale's collection
maybe I'll be
of
willing to
Max
let it
Steel
go
action
for
figures.
the right price.
Please only offer absurd prices for the Max Steel collection.
Yeah.
None of them are in plastic, probably not even in good condition. but-
I took care of my
Yeah,
stuff,
trades.
but
Okay.
definitely.
Well, you were also like 10, so I'm going to guess that you probably take better care now.
Oh no!
If you
I've
like
always
this
been better.
podcast and want to hear more like it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you liked what we did here, hit the like button. Feel free to comment down below what you think we should talk about next week. And signing off.
Yeah, see you guys later.
See ya.